Hey everyone, this is Troy Harper here at Harper Cigar Lounge. How y'all doing today? I'm doing great. I'm here today to show you guys some great albums that I found at some of our local record stores here. Actually, they're not right here where I live. They're one's an hour away, one's 4 hours away, but they are independent record shops called Ernie November. One's in Cheyenne, Wyoming, like I said, about an hour from us, and one's in Rapid City, South Dakota. They've also got one in Billings, Montana, and two in Sioux Falls, South Dakota as well. But anyway, so I took a trip here recently to the one in Cheyenne, Wyoming, the one in Rapid City, South Dakota, and I found some really cool albums that I just wanted to show you guys and share with you guys. Um, so if you guys aren't out there checking out independent record stores, you really need to because you can really find some really cool items. And there were so many other things that I could have purchased, but I thought I better hold on to my money a little bit. But I saw some amazing things in both of these record stores. Um, it was just fun to go through and look at everything, just thumb through all the CDs, cassettes, albums, and they've got so many other things: T-shirts, back patches, stickers, posters, all kinds of clothing, all kinds of stuff. So it was just really fun to look through everything that these record stores had. Again, called Early November. If you've ever heard of these places, make sure you leave a comment. Let me know if you've shopped in them. Let me know what your experience is like in there. But every time we go in there, myself and my son, we have great customer service, and they're always very helpful and just a lot of fun to talk to when we go in there as well. So anyway, I just am really excited to kind of show you guys what I ended up finding. Um, and let's see here. I wanted to get onto something here. Um, but yeah, I'm not having much luck. I one of the albums in here that I'm going to show you, I'm not finding anywhere on the internet. Um, and so I'm going to show this album to you guys here just shortly. And I just want you guys to let me know if you've seen this album anywhere out there. Um, but let me get into the first album here that I have recently found. And I have been looking for this album for a long time. And actually, if you guys look back on one of my other album reviews, I did one on the Eclipse album from Yngwie Malmsteen. That was a record that I had been looking for since 1991. It was an album that was recorded at Criteria Studios, where I used to have some of my recording engineering classes when I was younger, um, with a school called Career Institutes of America back in Miami Beach, Florida, South Beach, and we had to go to Miami to our recording engineering classes, which was held by Rob Freeman, which is he's been a pretty well known engineer producer, um, and he helped mix and produce the Ace Frehley solo album from Kiss back from 1978. Also worked on some of the Lick It Up album that Kiss had put out, their first album without makeup. So he was my teacher, and Yngwie Malmsteen just happened to be recording this album at the time in Criteria Studios while we were having our classes, and it ended up being called Eclipse. And I'd been trying to find that forever, and I found that here not too long ago in the Ernie November record store over in Cheyenne, Wyoming. So it's really cool to check out independent record stores because you can find some amazing things that you would never find anywhere else. And this is another album that I've been trying to find for a long time. Actually, there's two albums here that I finally found that I had been looking for a long time. I've seen them on eBay and they're still up on eBay for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Even the used copies are are pretty expensive, and some of them aren't in real great shape. But the first one I found was the Ozzy Osbourne Ultimate Sin album, and the only flaw with this um, is that it doesn't have the original album jacket in it. This was in new shape, but it does not have the original album jacket in it. It came in this sleeve right here, and it didn't come with any inserts or anything like that. But I'm not going to complain because this album is hundreds of dollars as well if you want to buy it just to have the insert as well. It's not worth it to me to spend $200, $300 on this album. It's a great album, but it's not something I want to spend $200 or $300 on just to have the inserts with it. If I can find a used album and that's pretty affordable, that's got all the inserts, of course I want to buy it. But for the price I paid on this, I paid about $35. And this album is brand new. It just doesn't have the original album uh, in jacket on the inside. But this album, to my surprise, is a purple swirl. So I was really happy to see that. So purple swirl, and so I was really happy with that. I That makes up for not having any inserts in this album. Um, but this album is so good. I listened to it, and the sound quality is terrific. And this is um, I don't know if this is a remaster or what. It doesn't have a newer date on it, as far as I know. It says 1986 on it, which is when this album came out on Epic Records. So this is the 40th anniversary of this album. Um, but it does not have like a remastered date on it. You know, it doesn't say like 2002 or something like that. It's got 1986 on this. So I want to say this is the original album because when these albums were coming out back in the 80s, maybe the 70s, you once in a while would get a colored vinyl. Most of the time they were black, but once in a while you would get a colored vinyl. Um, and this album does not show any dates on it that shows that this is a remaster. It's got the 1986 date on it, and that's it. So it just makes me wonder if this is the original. If any of you out there have this album and it's got the purple swirl vinyl, let me know if this is a remaster or not. If you know anything about this, let me know. But it's on Epic Records, and here's the back of the album, by the way. And it's got all the band members on it, produced and engineered by Ron Nevison. Um, but yeah, I don't know if this is a remaster, if this is an original vinyl. I just don't know. But there's not a scratch on this album. It's in brand new condition, and it's just gorgeous. The cover, the cover is still in plastic. It's got that plastic sleeve over it. I added my own sleeve to protect this, but it's got that plastic sleeve or plastic on the sleeve or on the outer jacket here, whatever you want to call that. So I don't know. I don't know if this is a remaster or what. I really don't know. If any of you guys out there know, please let me have some information on this. Put that in the comments. I would really like to know if any of you guys have this album out there, and if it is a remaster or not. I don't know. I know there was a box set that came out at one time with all these albums that was um, all remasters and had also had colored vinyl to it. So I don't know if this came out of the box set um, or what. I don't know. I wish I knew. Um, but anyway, if you guys know anything about this, let me know. But this was an amazing find. I mean, for I don't know, and actually, I get a little bit of a discount. I'm a member to the Earning November stores, so I get a little bit. I get a 10% discount. So this was originally listed at $35.99. I got it for like 31 or something like that. But anyway, this was an album I'd been wanting to find for so long, and it's awesome that it's got the purple swirled vinyl, and it's disappointing I don't have the original album sleeve in there, but you know, with the condition it's in and the album condition and the fact that it's got a purple swirled album, that's really cool. So I am happy, totally happy. And this is the reason why I wonder if these maybe came out the box set, because here is also the No Rest for the Wicked album, and this album is also Purple Swirl. And this album came out in 1988, 2 years later. So this came out in 1988. Um, there's the back of it. And if I didn't show you guys very well the back of this one with the songs on it, there's the back of it right there. See if I can hold that up just a little bit better. Let's see here, guys. Sorry. I want you guys to be able to see the songs that's on this. There you go. There's the songs. And here's the songs on this album. Put one of these down. There you go. There's all the songs listed on this album. And these are, yeah, so these both have purple swirl vinyl. And so it just, yeah, it makes me wonder if this came out of the box set maybe. But as you can see, this also has the purple vinyl, purple swirled vinyl on it. So if you guys know anything about these albums, let me know. I would sure love to hear from you and to see what you know about these albums. So, but again, they both sound great. The quality of these albums are great, and I don't know if they came out of the box set or if they are the originals. So, you guys let me know. Please let me know if you know anything about these. But these were both great finds. I paid about the same price for each one of them. They were both listed at $35.99. And because of my 10% discount, because of being a member turning November, I got them for like around 31 something. They're $31 and some change. So anyway, so my two Aussie albums that I've been both looking for a long time. I'm gonna move my mic back just a hair. But anyway, so yeah, so very cool that I found these albums here. And I did get a new camera, and it seems to be focusing a lot better than the old one I had. It's supposed to be full HD, so it seems like things just look really clear on this podcast so far, or this video. You guys let me know if it seems like it's clearer than my other videos in the past. I'll have to look at this after it goes up and see the difference between this one and the other podcasts I've done or videos. And I'm really happy with this camera so far. It seems to be focusing better. So anyway, so glad I can finally update that. This is the album that really is awesome. This is called Kiss Choppers and Chicks. And this is there's no date on this at all. No date at all on this album of when this was brought out. This is a bootleg. And what this is a rehearsal, recording from the Rock and Roll Over Tour rehearsal at Camp Curtis Guild Armory in Reading, Massachusetts, United States, of course. And this was recorded on November 15th, 1976. And again, this is for the Rock and Roll Over tour when they were rehearsing. But this is just one rehearsal. It's not a bunch of different days added together. It's one day of rehearsals. And the track listing is side one, Detroit Rock City, Take Me, Let Me Go Rock and Roll, Ladies Room, Firehouse, Hard Luck Woman, Do You Love Me? And then side two is Cold Gin, Making Love, and then Gene's solo, then goes into God of Thunder, and then Peter's solo, Rock and Roll All Night, Deuce, and Black Diamond. There's no Ace Frehley solo on this, which was surprising to me. But again, this is just a really cool album, though. A bootleg, and the quality of the sound is not too bad, actually. There's some areas that sounds like it's more in the background, and then there's areas of this album where it sounds like it's just like in your face almost. But overall, the sound quality is not too bad. But it's just really fun to listen to. I've seen video clips on some of the Kiss DVDs that I own. I've seen video clips from this rehearsal, and so it's really cool to finally have this in my hands on vinyl of all things. And this album here, really cool vinyl. Um, it's got a swirl, like I don't know, like a lavender, almost kind of a swirl to it. But it looks really light on your end, but on my end, it's more of like a and it's kind of a lavender, kind of a brownish color with some lavender in it, and it's a splatter. There's some white splatter, there's some orange splatter, different splatter, different colors throughout that vinyl. And I had to put number one and number two on this because it didn't show what side was what. So I had to put it on and listen to it to see what side was which. So I went ahead and put a one and a two so I knew what side to start this album on when I go to play it. But anyway, so just a really cool vinyl, and but no date at all anywhere on this album or on the cover or anything. No dates at all. So I don't know when this came out at all. If you guys know anything about this album, let me know. But here's the album jacket right here. So here's the album sleeve right here. Um, so really cool sleeve. I really love this. And on the pictures, it's got their autographs, like a printed autograph on each picture. And again, this is from the Rock and Roll Over tour that they were preparing for. So anyway, really cool album. Um, and the the outer cardboard is just really flimsy. It's not real thick cardstock on this album cover. So you can definitely tell it's a bootleg and coming from a company that is really independent, obviously. But it doesn't even say what company this comes from or anything. It has no information. Who put this out on the vinyl? Nothing. It has no dates. So anyway, really interesting bootleg. I thought this was really interesting. And I found these albums, well, this one I found in Rapid City, South Dakota at early November yesterday. Um, and these two I had found at the early November in Cheyenne, Wyoming, just a couple days ago. Um, so anyway, so great finds. And then I also recently found this one in the Cheyenne early November. I bought the CD here not too long ago through early November, but then they brought the vinyl in. So I got the vinyl here now too. So I got this at the early November in Cheyenne, Wyoming as well. And this ran about $30 originally, but with my discount I got for about 27 some. But here's the inside, the album sleeve. And this album is just black. There's nothing on this album, but it's black, so which I need to clean it and put it in a regular special sleeve. I need to do that here pretty quick, so that album doesn't get scratched up. Um, so anyway, but yeah, just really cool, really cool. So um, this one here I had put in one of my own sleeves, which is these really nice sleeves right here that just really keep your albums protected and keep them from getting scratched. And they also keep your albums from getting staticky. I don't know if you guys ever take an album out of a sleeve and it's real staticky. These keep your albums from being staticky, which I've got a cleaner that I clean all my albums with, and before I put them in these special sleeves I've got, and it really keeps these records in great shape. So I need to do that with most of these albums still. From the cardboard, you get a little white flecks and or flakes and stuff on these albums from the cardboard, and it's not good to put that album on a turntable unless you clean it first. That way, you're not getting dust and stuff or paper, any kind of paper dust or anything like that onto your needle, which will cause your albums not to play real well and sound real. They'll make your albums not sound very clear at all. So anyway, but I also found this at early November here in or over in Cheyenne, Wyoming. This is the Peter Criss picture disc, and I found this, and this seems like it's an original. Also, I'm not seeing any dates on this except for 1978 when this album came out. Not seeing any remastered dates at all. So I want to say this is an original. So if you guys know anything about this album, let me know. If this, if this came out as a, if this came out at a much later date and they just put the old date on it, or if it's actually an original, I don't know either. So that's what's cool about finding albums or going to local record stores or independent record stores. You can find such cool stuff that you just don't really see too often anywhere else. But I want to say this is probably an original. I don't think this is a remaster. Um, there wasn't any scratches on it when I bought this. It's just in super great shape. Um, really good shape. So it comes out just like this. It's got its sleeve, and when you take that out, um, on the inside, it's got the advertisement for the other Kiss albums. And then here's the back of the there's the back of the album right there, the album jacket. So there's the back of it right there. Um, and again, that's from the 1978 solo. These are from this is from the 1978 albums that came out. Um, but yeah, just beautiful, beautiful album. Not one scratch on it at all. Um, and so yeah, I just wish I knew if this was a remaster. And I have not played this. I'm not gonna play this. I bought it just as a collectible. Um, but yeah, I just don't know. I don't know if this is an original or a remaster. You guys let me know if you know anything about that album. So let me know. But glad I found that though. I love it, and I'm really happy to find this one too. And I have not opened this at all. This is the Eric Carr Rockology picture disc. I've got the original CD to this. I don't have it with me, but down here, but this came out on CD originally with a different cover. But they made this to look like the old 1978 albums, solo albums with Kiss. And again, this is the Eric Carr Rockology, which came out in 2023. At least this one did. I'll have to look at the date on the CD that I've got, but But there's all the songs right there. But yeah, so these were just really cool finds, and this one ran around originally around $30. I got it for about $27 and some change. So anyway, but yeah, the Eric Carr Rockology, and I was fortunate enough to be able to meet Eric Carr on the Crazy Nights tour in Casper, Wyoming, back in early 1988. I want to say it was. Um, Man, he was such a great guy. Great guy. It's sad that he's passed and he's been away from us for so long now. But it's he's one I miss. He's definitely somebody I miss. It was a privilege and an honor to get to talk to him for a little bit. When I ran into him at the Hilton Inn over in Casper, Wyoming, before the show. And Anthrax was opening up for Kiss at the time, and they were promoting the Amongst the Living album. They were touring that album at the time and was an opener for Kiss on the Crazy Nights tour. Didn't get to meet any of those guys. Didn't run into those guys at all. But yeah. So anyway, great find, and they were just really cool. So again, the Eric Carr picture disc from the Rockology album that came out in 2023, and this is on Metal Hall of Fame and Open Iris Entertainment, um, is what it shows on here. So mastered at MAM production by Marshall Martinet. It says on there. But anyway, so yeah, looks like the old Kiss solo albums from 1978. So great find. Again, the Peter Criss picture disc from the 1978 solo album with Kiss. Again, you guys let me know if you know anything about this album, if it's an original, if they only brought it out once, or if it's a remaster. Tell me the story. If you know it, tell me the story behind that. But such a great find. And of course, the new Peter Criss that just came out this last year. I think this came out in December of last year. So um, I don't know if I showed you guys the song listing there, but there's the song listing. And a great album, you guys. If you love Peter Criss and you don't have this album yet, you really need to pick it up. It's a great album. Good rocker. And if you guys know anything about this one, Kiss, Choppers and Chicks, again, please let me know about this album. If you know when it came out, if you know who put it out, what company it was, let me know. And again, this was the Rock and Roll Over tour rehearsal at Camp Curtis Guild Armory in Reading, Massachusetts, USA, recorded on November 15th, 1976. If you guys know anything about this album, please let me know about it. I don't know anything about when that came out. And again, these two albums here, let me know what you know about these albums. If they are remasters, if they came from the Ozzy Osbourne box set, or if they are the originals. Both have purple vinyl, purple swirled vinyl on it. So let me know about these albums if you know anything about them, guys. I would really appreciate it. But yeah, just great albums. I love these. So glad I found them. Been looking for these for a long time. So everything's backwards. Like I never get used to that. So anyway, Ozzy Ultimate Sin and the Ozzy Osbourne No Rest for the Wicked album. So yeah, great albums, really are. So glad I found these. And for what it's worth, for 35 or 33 bucks, I will take it, even though they don't have the original album sleeves on the inside, but that's okay. So I'm okay with that. For not having to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on these, I'm really happy that that these, are priced where they are, even though it's missing that insert. But anyway, guys, um, let me know about these albums. If they're again box set, vinyls, original vinyls, remasters, whatever they are, let me know if you know anything about them. So anyway, guys, But the sound quality on all these albums are great, except for I don't know what the sound quality would be like on the picture discs. I won't be playing those. Those are just to collect and have. Eric Carr and Peter Criss are two of the greatest guys in the rock world. And of course, rest in peace, Eric Carr. You've been missed. Been away from us for a long time now. So, but he was a great guy when he was alive. So, but anyway, those are it. Those are my new album finds. Make sure you guys check out independent record stores, um, locally owned brick and mortar record stores. You can find some really cool stuff, and you can find it probably a lot of it very reasonably priced as well. So, and just you can always find a lot of rare collectible kind of things in there too, whether it's clothing, back patches, regular patches, stickers, whatever it is that you like to collect. But for albums, cassettes, CDs, you may end up finding some real gems that are worth a lot of money or that are just so rare that you just, don't want to part with it, or anything. But you may just find something that you've been looking for a long time that you couldn't find anywhere else. So, and also they need your support. If you want your local record stores to stay around, and a place that you can go to and have fun just thumbing through things and looking at things. Going back in time is how it feels with me when I go into a record store. I always feel like I'm a kid again, and being in these places. There's something special about a record store. That you just can't find that feeling anywhere else when you're shopping online or anything like that. So check out the local record stores. You may just find something that you've been trying to find for a long time, something you've been missing out on. You may just find it, guys. So check it out. Check out those stores and support them. I know I want them around. I don't want our record stores to ever close down. I love physical copies. I'm not one that likes to download everything. I do have downloads on my phone just because I don't have a CD player in my car anymore. So I do listen to music on my phone through my car speakers. But other than that, I like to buy physical copies. There's just something special about physical copies. And it just makes me feel like a kid every time I hold physical formats in my hand, whether it's LPs or CDs or cassettes. But they're just really something special, especially about vinyls. There's just something special about it. But anyway, guys, until you start collecting your own vinyl CDs, cassettes, whatever, you're not going to understand that until you start doing that. And I'm really kind of talking towards the younger crowd out there that's used to just downloading things. Once you get into the physical stuff, you'll be addicted. I can almost guarantee it. So my son gave me a hard time for a lot of years about me collecting vinyls and CDs, and he was all about downloading things. But the light switch went on, and he started collecting CDs, and now he's really collecting vinyls. And now, he's told me he understands why vinyls are so special and what it's really like to, how special it is to hold a vinyl and just to have that physical copy in your hand. He said, it takes him back to being a kid also. So anyway, but yeah, so it's special, but you guys won't know that until you experience that for yourself. So check out those local record stores, guys, and support them. Uh, buy some vinyl, buy some CDs, keep them in business, and you'll love yourself for that later, that you supported these places and that they're still around for you. So anyway, guys, that's it for me. And enough of the lecture. I will move on and end this. Let you guys have the rest of your day for whatever you want to do. So anyway, guys, keep rocking out there and keep supporting those local record stores wherever you're at. Make sure you check them out, guys. Anyway, guys, keep rocking out there. Thanks for all your support to this channel. If you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe today. Hit that like. Leave your questions, comments, and feedback. Share this content with everybody you know. You just might make someone's day by guiding them to this channel. It's a great community here, so make sure you spread the word, guys. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.